I come across alumni of the school all the time. Currently at the Global Fund, I am part of a team called the Technical Partnerships and Advisory Team, and half of my team has either studied at the school or been part of the school or did research with the school.
I tend to receive regular emails from the London School Alumni Network, and it's very nice to see the progress that people have managed to achieve, since they left the school. And it's always inspirational in a way to see the great things that previous students have managed to achieve.
I think the Alumni Network is quite useful and it will be useful for anyone who's graduating from the school. You tend to not realize how much your core group of people who are intensely with you for 1 year really become valuable as friends and kind of people that you will run into over and over again. And I think it's a really valuable resource for everyone.
It's always inspiring to meet people that study at the London School, because everyone is just doing amazing things.
I also remember the first time I was ever headhunted by a company. I felt very special. And then at the end of the interview, it was kind of like, how did you find me? And what was very interesting, that one of my school colleagues actually, and the networks have recommended me for the recruiting agency. So that was amazing.
My three favorite days of the year are the same every year. It's the first day of term when you meet all those shiny new faces and the excited people in the classroom. It's the day when exams finish, when you see the relief and delight from all of you who've just gone through that sweat and tears. And then it's today, graduation day, when you see families coming together and friends to celebrate all of your success.
It's really nice to welcome you today, and it's great to see how many of you come to make such a long journey quite often to be here today with friends and family, and I hope you enjoy the day with everyone.
I just want to say congratulations to everybody for the class of 2017.
Congratulations, class of 2017, on finishing your MSc and on your graduation just now.
Congratulations for getting to the end. It's a fantastic achievement. Your motivation has been amazing.
We always enjoy students come to the school, not just because we teach them, but they come from all parts of the world. We enjoy the cultural enhancement it gives the school. We enjoy their sense of humour and very much interacting with them. They bring so much to the school, and we really appreciate that.
You probably don't understand this or get this because of you don't recognise it because you're here for such a short period of time, but it is amazing what the student body brings to the school. The injection of life we get every October, it's fantastic. The whole place is buzzing straight after.
You give us vitality and enthusiasm and passion that you bring with you, and that seeps its way through the whole life of the school.
Well, congratulations on your degrees, and now you have them. Remember, it's not just all about work. Make sure you have a good life-work balance and enjoy your life and have an enriching experience you've had from the school.
On this day, saying goodbye has its pain, and all I'd like to say to finish up is please keep in touch. Good luck out there in the big wide world, saving lives and improving public health worldwide, and farewell.
Good morning and welcome to Friends House for the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine Graduation Ceremony 2018. The ceremony will begin very shortly, but just before it does, I need to make a few housekeeping announcements. So if you could please remain in your seats. Firstly, could you please make sure that all your mobile phones and any other electronic devices are turned to silent? Graduands, could you please ensure that you are sitting in the seat assigned to you? You'll find your seat number on the coloured ticket you received when you registered. If you are not sitting in the correct seat, this could disrupt proceedings. It is important that graduands and guests remain in the hall for the duration of the ceremony. We aren't expecting any problems, but if for any reason we need to evacuate the lecture theatre, an alarm will sound and ushers will guide you through the exit doors to a safe space. Please do have a look around you now to familiarise yourselves with the emergency exits, as there are several around the room. You'll notice that there are some video cameras in the room. This is because the ceremony is being streamed live and it will be available for download afterwards. And please also be aware that flash photography will be being used as each graduand crosses the stage. Do feel free to take photographs and videos during the ceremony, but however, please do be careful not to obscure the view of those around you. Finally, today is a celebration of the success of our graduands, so please do enjoy the morning and show your support with applause and perhaps even a little cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please be upstanding for the academic procession?
Listen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine's graduation ceremony 2018. This is the first of two ceremonies today, and it is wonderful to see such a large number of family and friends here to celebrate our graduates' achievements. I would now like to invite Professor Peter Piot, Director of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, to the lectern to say a few words. Professor Piot.
Thank you, Dana, and good morning, everybody. Chairman, honored graduates and guests, it's a privilege for me as Director of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine to welcome you to this graduation ceremony and to present the awards to the diplomats of our 2016-2017 master's programs and our doctoral candidates. I'm pleased that so many graduates here today have been able to bring guests. The support of your families, partners, and friends, often involving considerable personal and financial sacrifice on their part, has been vital in achieving your success that we celebrate today. Please join me in showing your appreciation for them. Our school is obviously anchored in London, but we're also a truly global institution, and that's reflected in our staff, students, alumni, and in the focus of our research. And that's something we're immensely proud of. At a time when parts of the world seem to be increasingly turning inwards, we remain resolutely committed to tackling the most pressing challenges in health, both here in the UK and around the world. Because most of the major health threats today are by their very nature interconnected, and their solutions will depend on the full participation of a global community, together with people on the ground. Take the recent outbreaks of Ebola and Zika, which showed how diseases that had previously only caused isolated outbreaks can quickly escalate into major international public health threats. Preparing for future epidemics and the next big one is only going to become a more urgent imperative in the coming years. And let me remind you that this year is the 100th anniversary of the Spanish flu, the biggest epidemic in contemporary times. We also face countless other global challenges, more displaced people and refugees than ever before, the potential rebound of HIV epidemic in parts of Africa and Eastern Europe, drug-resistant infections and drug-resistant insects, spikes in preventable diseases like measles due to powerful anti-vaccine movements, and a tsunami of non-communicable diseases such as cancers, diabetes, heart disease, and dementia, facing societies all over the world. All of this is set against the background of climate change, diminishing natural resources, widening gaps between rich and the poor, and the demographic implications that come with longer life expectancies. These challenges will have major impacts on all of our lives, but even more so for you graduates, as you embark on the next stages of your life and of your career. The world really needs you. As the next generation of public health leaders and scientists, you will undoubtedly find the solutions for today's and tomorrow's health challenges, and your knowledge, values, and creativity will be critical in shaping these. And that gives me reason for hope, and is why I remain an optimist. I hope that we are at a new dawn in public health, where we shift from a predominant emphasis on individual treatment to an advanced integration of care, prevention, and people-centered community activities, moving away from firefighting to stopping people getting ill in the first place. We're also just at the very early stages of realizing the enormous potential that areas of technological innovation, from the mobile phone to machine learning and artificial intelligence, can have on our work and our day-to-day lives. Technological innovation offers real potential for so-called leapfrogging in resource-poor settings, particularly, at least partly, overcoming major deficits in human resources. Huge opportunities for improving health and well-being lie outside the health sector and outside the biomedical understandings of health. And I'm hopeful that the multidisciplinary and stretching nature of your degrees will have amply prepared you to engage and innovate across other sectors. We also need to think about how we mend rifts in our society, in our institutions. It's vital that in all of our work we encourage respect, tolerance, and diversity, and importantly stand up to injustices where we see them. Wherever you end up in your careers, if you hold on to these assertions, you will be a force for change. As you now embark on your careers, to be prepared for the fact that it won't always be a straightforward trajectory. Actually, it would be the exception. The idea that you can plan a secure career is an illusion. And speaking from my own experience, I would suggest that you do not overplan, as you can end up missing opportunities along the way. I hope one of the things that you've learned here is to always look ahead and prepare, while recognizing that life is always going to surprise us. Carry on learning and don't be afraid to take chances. Today we're also honoring our 3 honorary fellows, Professor Janet Hemingway, Dr. Natalia Kanem this afternoon, and Dr. Matshidiso Moretti. They are true leaders in the field. 3 women who have each made an outstanding contribution, and I'm honored that they are able to attend this ceremony as role models for all of us. I hope you agree that your success here owes something to the dedication, commitment, and skill of our valued staff, many of whom are in the audience today. I would also like to thank each of you graduates for the contributions that you've already made to the school. In addition to the things that you've learned in our lecture theatres and classrooms, you've probably learned just as much from your fellow classmates. I'm sure that your classmates will also become part of your cherished personal and professional networks that you can continue to lean on and learn from in the future. From today, you join a global family of alumni, a family of thousands working in over 180 countries, but united by a common mission. We look forward to keeping in touch with you as your careers evolve, and we also look to you to support the school as we develop our research partnerships and educate future generations of students at the critical time for global health. This is not the end of your journey, a graduation. As Nelson Mandela said, after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. So keep on climbing, always carrying with you the experiences and values I hope you have gained during your time studying at our school. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Piot, for those welcoming remarks. We now come to the presentation of today's graduates. Dame Marjorie, on behalf of Council, the governing body of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, we invite you to formally recognise and celebrate the academic achievement of its students. Representatives from each faculty will present to you the master's degree students who qualified for a degree in the academic session 2016-17. I call upon Professor Brendan Wren to come forward and present the master's degree graduates from the Faculty of Infectious Diseases and Public Health. Professor Wren.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce the graduates from the Faculty of Infectious and Tropical Diseases. So for the award of the Masters of Science in the Control of Infectious Diseases, first of all is Sriwan Nargis Ahmed. Megan Olsenbergs. Sinwan Ahmed Basarat. Alexander Kane. Jonathan Carrington. Sarah Ann Cassidy Sayon. Hei Ching Callista Chan Distinction. Yen Hao Chu Distinction. Charlotte Coles. Emma Collins Distinction. Aislinn Cook. Madeleine Crow. Catherine Davies. Barbara de Barros. Nicholas J. De La Santa. Boubacar Diallo. Laura Danham. Munaira Elmi. Max R. Distinction. Lisa Glaser Olive. Yevgenia Glutzberg. Emily Greathead. Ada Halle Redeye. Sudeptra Hemraj. Verity Hill Distinction and also winner of the Eldred Parry Award. Mashiko Inuai. Hannah Margaret James. Parisha Katwa. Lee Kieran Kenworthy. Hannah Lepper. Inish Lee Lin. Jonathan Locke. Elizabeth Mitgang. Guy Mollet Distinction. Anna Molyneux. Rania Malchandra. Shanae O'Boyle. Ashley Preston. Emily Quilter. Megan Robinson. Jamie Rudman. Nabila Sheikh. Priyanka Shrivstra. Poppy Simonson Distinction. Jasleen Singh. Pooja Swali. Ashley Trahan. Alessandra Triani. Mariska van der Zee. Natasha Vasile Distinction. Rebecca Williams. Taeyun Yang. Rachel Emily Burns. So now for the award of Masters of Science in Immunology of Infectious Diseases. Zoe Bianca. James Charleston, distinction and joint winner of the Michael Stewart Prize. Christiane Eberhardt, distinction and also joint winner of the Michael Stewart Prize. Rebecca Elwood. Sarah G. Annalise Laidlow. Matthew Lewis. Leah Matthew. Thomas Payne, distinction. Chloe Elizabeth Reespear. Esther Tax. Priyahami Tayaparan. Mohammed Hatini bin Tukuman. Daniel Ward. Dominic Wooding. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Infectious Diseases by Distance Learning. Marianetta Chapriwapu, distinction. Mumbastella Chomba. Eric de Jong. Lauren Glenn. Sonia Herc. Karen Kershaw. Lenka Kimla. Satish Kumar. Marcus Roman Kusiak. Sasha Maria Perez. Alison Quinn. Joshua Siam. Alison Taylor. Zachariah Kibe. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Medical Entomology and Disease Control, Bethesda Louise Gardner. Scott James Tiveridge. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Medical Microbiology, Andrew Barr. Jennifer Lorraine Boss, distinction. Iona Christie. Adrienne Cox. Anna Cox. Drake Diageo. Okay. And Jake Diageo was the winner, joint winner of the Casey Prize. Drita Devshi. Stephanie Maria Dianco, who's also joint winner of the Quasi Prize. Camilla Gladstone. Calvin Hon. Gune Hong, distinction and winner of the Bodrassa Prize. Hope Ann Johnson, distinction. Sean Emily Jossie, distinction. Kush Carrier. Joanne Kite. Hei Ching Lau. Linda Corker Lotta. Rose Catherine Shrimpton. Victoria Thomas, distinction. Christina Vasileva. David Villani. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Medical Parasitology. Luke John Bradner Garrod. Tete Shah Champion. David Hill. Amy Ibrahim. Louis Charles William James. Harry Langston. Neve Murphy. Kate Poulton. Laura Rees de Oliveira Gomez. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Molecular Biology of Infectious Disease. Joe McAdam. Sulochanya Onawenga, who is winner of the Ralph Neal Memorial Prize and the W. Tribeca Prize. Harriet Walker. And now for the award of Masters of Science in One Health, Samantha Davies. Beth Hobson. Thomas Lazenby. Anya Tober. Celine Yurdakal. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Public Health for Eye Care. Robert Kwebu Ewezu Wilson. Egbida Gisagara. Ian McCormick, distinction and also winner of the Gordon Johnson Prize. Lila Raj Puri. Axel Rigodi. Shalinda Sabuwaho, distinction and also winner of the Hooper Prize. Mohammed Shalabi. And now for the award of Masters of Science in Tropical Medicine and International Health, Maria Calderon Chaku. Sunny Koskwine. Jill Dixon, distinction. Olivia Farrant. Tina Isunkeyo. Rebecca Johnson. Nicola Longu. Urfu Man. Hans Medaleke. Elizabeth Ann Madden. Yasmin Mulji. Kush Neka. Andrew Dang Nguyen. Christy Nobel. So Masters in Parasitology, Oscar Thomas Winterbank. And Masters Infectious Disease by Distance Learning, Zachariah Kibe. And that completes the Masters Awards for Infectious and Tropical Diseases. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Wren. I now call upon Professor Richard Smith to present the master's degree graduates from the Faculty of Public Health and Policy. Professor Smith.
Good morning. It's a huge pleasure and a privilege to be able to introduce the graduates from the Faculty of Public Health and Policy. For the award of Master of Science in Global Health Policy by Distance Learning, Mohammed Ali. Maria Guevara. Yensim Kwak. Alessia Montanari. Sunita Rajiv Nair. Shingai Audrey Naguse Chirenge. Patrick Odawo. Rodrigo Rodriguez Fernandez. For the award of Master of Science in Health Policy, Planning and Financing, Alisa Brown. Stella Danek Distinction. Ryosuke Shimazu. For the award of Master of Science in Public Health, Stefania Abra. Jennifer Ackhurst. Shireen Ali Abadi. Hester Allen. James Altankeya. Norizan Anwar. Elaine Wilson Ashimwe. Mary Anna Banerjee. Eleanor Barry. Louisa Bartelt Distinction. Hannah Benjadi. Jessica Lynn Bennett Distinction. Rebecca Bestwick Distinction. Kate Bissett. Sarah Blackstock. Jean-Marc Bork. Jasmine Burton. Virginia Castellano Plegazuelo. Vivian Chai. Ailing Chiam. Qingyan Chung. Sofia Condes de Martinez. Sam Cowan. Claire Crumpler. Eleanor Curtis. Maya Deaconink. Amanda Dimeo. Rose Sarah Dindal. Hasna Dulfikar. Nahia Elmadani. Jessica Isufali. Maria Garcia de Frutos. Tatiana Garcia Villaplana. Sylvia Gary. Emma Gotke. Kelly Gorman. Charlotte Mary Gower. Patricia Halfinger. Lucinda Hyam. Jessica Ho. Andrew Ibbotson. Uchena Abello. Salimatu Jawara. Wickham Jayatunga. Larissa Kachanuk. Kieran Kennedy. Constance Curley. Afia Catton. Jemima Kola Abadunde, also the winner of the Amanda Berger Prize. Meg Koti Kapapudi. Evelyn Kusi. Pedram Lala. Sarah Lane. Emma Liddington. Philippa McNair Distinction. Manil Malawerna Distinction. Diego Correa Martins. Rebecca McCall. Hannah McCulloch. Eru Mesfum. Alexander Morgan. Kiara Morrison. Law Morga. Violeta Munoz Gomez. Fiona Nakiayune. Zainullah Niaz. Karen Jaguna. Rebecca Norman Searle, distinction and also the winner of the Chadwick and Daly Prize. Monica Parimi. Amruta Patel. Natalia Pigluska. Victoria Ponce Hardy. Katie Pope. Amu Ramachandran, distinction. Omar Risk. Dika Rosenbush. Zoe Marie Sakas. Sidonie Sakula Barry. Nastea Sala. Hannah Sally. Omayeli Cesare. Simran Sinha, distinction. Jonathan Sirisuth. Susan Spillan. Thomas Dafraskas. Thomas Stewart. Sarah Stokes. Louise Tangerman. Hannah Taylor. Ahimsa Thirunvukrasu. Rowan Vincent. Amy Walker. Lauren Vaderkind. Nicola Wiefe. Sarah Wickstead, distinction. Linda Winberg. Philippa Williams. Emily Wilson. Sarah Winchester, distinction. For the award of Master of Science in Public Health by Distance Learning, Melanie Adereme Adekele. Tamar Advled Idani. Shannon Armstrong. Sankos Boland. Espiri Burnett. Ufuoma Ediwar. Pia Hrentraut. Anika Eckroot. Mohammed Fashe. Saliha Karimbeva. Faria Khan. Njideka Nwamaka Koem. Tinatin Kuchiloria. Douglas Lau. Timothy Lillyhaugen. Maureen Mabiriria. Trisha Nain. Pascaline Ngu. Adeshola Obunge. Joy Anoja. Mona Osman. Andrew Parry. Celia Roman Gamez. Anna Scardigli. Josephine Smith, distinction. Eldiko Sabo. Yara Mohammed Torfik. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Public Health by Distance Learning, Linda Vimbai Munganga. For the award of Master of Science in Public Health, Environment and Health by Distance Learning, Kim Davis. For the award of Master of Science in Public Health, Health Promotion by Distance Learning, Mohammed Atef Suleiman. Huang Kim Vu. For the award of Master of Science in Public Health, Health Services Management by Distance Learning, Kumar Amin. Sarita Barrett. Soching Sarah Chan. Portia Chitewe. Franklin Emerenini. Amandine Gillen. Bernhard Hahn. Beatrice Camo. Sylvia Kunst. Charushila Thadani. Sarah Jane Vanderwaal. Samuel Sirtigam. Anna Wolf. Carmen Yip. For the award of Master of Science in Global Health Policy by Distance Learning, Maro Landy. And that concludes the graduates from the Faculty of Public Health and Policy.
Thank you, Professor Smith. It is at this point in the proceedings that we turn to the presentation of our honorary fellowships. The honorary fellowship is the highest honour the school can bestow and is awarded to those who have rendered exceptional service to the school or have achieved exceptional international distinction in public health, international or tropical medicine. It is my great pleasure to deliver a citation for Professor Janet Hemingway. Dame Marjorie, I present to you Professor Janet Hemingway. Professor Hemingway has made exceptional contributions to global and UK science. Her scientific achievements are internationally renowned, and her contributions to vector control strategies for neglected tropical diseases have greatly helped to bring elimination within reach. Professor Hemingway is the director of the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine and International Director of the Joint Centre for Infectious Diseases Research in Saudi Arabia. She has been the principal investigator on projects well in excess of £60 million, including the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation-funded Innovative Vector Control Consortium. She is the youngest woman ever to become a full professor in the United Kingdom. Thank you. I still have a lot more achievements to go through, so you'll have to wait a bit to hear from Professor Hemingway. Professor Hemingway was born in a small mining town in West Yorkshire and obtained a first-class honours degree in zoology and genetics from the University of Sheffield. She was invited to pursue a PhD at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, finishing just 2 years later with a doctorate on the biochemistry and genetics of insecticide resistance in Anopheles mosquitoes. Professor Hemingway is distinguished as the international authority on insecticide resistance. She has 34 years of experience working on the biochemistry and molecular biology of specific enzyme systems associated with resistance, and her studies on resistant management in insect vectors of disease have transformed the use of insecticides in disease control programs. Her promotion of evidence-based monitoring and evaluation strategies has guided and improved international policy on vector control strategies for onchocerciasis, malaria, and other vector-borne diseases. Combining this with her rigorous scientific approach to understanding the development of resistance, Professor Hemingway has contributed to a greater understanding of resistance and its spread, thereby reducing the impact of resistant pathogens on the survival and long-term health of vulnerable communities. Professor Hemingway's scientific achievements have been recognised in many ways. She was named a Commander of the British Empire for services to the control of tropical disease vectors in 2012, and was inaugurated as a Fellow of the Academy of Medical Sciences in 2008, the Royal College of Physicians in 2009, and the Royal Society in 2011. She has also been recognised by her counterparts across the Atlantic, elected as a Foreign Associate to the USA's National Academy of Sciences in 2010, and as a Fellow to the American Academy of Microbiology in 2011. Of particular note is that Professor Hemingway has mobilised her scientific expertise and training to develop innovative technologies which have practical application to the control of vector-borne diseases. With this work, Professor Hemingway has demonstrated the best of applied and translational science underpinned by world-class basic research. Professor Hemingway became the director of the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine in 2001. Under her leadership, it has gained global renown in the areas of vector-borne diseases and insecticide resistance. More broadly, she has overseen significant growth and expansion of the Liverpool School, including the increase and renewal of its estate and the acquisition of higher education institution status and degree awarding powers. Professor Hemingway has also made exceptional contributions to the UK and global scientific environment and community. She has held many national leadership positions supporting UK science and has been a major player in many international scientific initiatives. Most importantly, she has personally advised on disease control efforts in many countries across the world, helping to build local capacity in research and the control of vector-borne diseases. Dame Marjorie, I request you to confer the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine's most prestigious honour, that of Honorary Fellow, on Professor Janet Hemingway.
May we sit down?
Thank you.
Professor Janet Hemingway, it gives me great pleasure as the chairman of the council to confer upon you the Honorary Fellowship of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates, isn't that a great accolade of graduates of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine? It's 41 years since I first walked into the London School as an undergraduate, because I decided I wanted to do a project that was somewhat different to most undergraduates in Sheffield. And so I started the knocking on the first of the doors. That happened a very long time ago now. But I was welcomed with open arms then. A project was set up with me in Sheffield, and as you've just heard, that followed on with a PhD coming through the London School. What that did was give me linkages that stay with me till today. I made some great friends, some great colleagues, and you will have done the same while you're here. You won't realize now just how important that network is. But that network will serve you very well in your careers, whatever they are, as you go forward from here. And as Peter said, don't worry if you haven't got it all planned out. So when I first knocked on the door at the London School, it was because I decided rather than do something on Drosophila, which then was the lab rat of the insect world and still is, I wanted to do something on an insect that had far more economic importance. And that set me off on a track that I've carried on till today. But I didn't know where I was going with that. In fact, I went home, and as you've just heard, I started at a small mining community, and my grandfather was a miner. And so when I told him I was coming to the London School to do a PhD, and now I'll slide into Yorkshire accent, so please excuse me, he said, "Hey up, lass, why are you going back to school?" He said, "Haven't you been in academia long enough?" And what's more, why are you going to work on these mosquitoes? Because whoever's had a career in mosquitoes. So I said, well, Grandad, we'll see where it takes me. And off I came, and you've just heard where it's taken me. It's been a fantastic career. I've met people from all over the world. I've been able to travel all over the world and do lots of great things. If I had my time over again, I would do exactly the same again, and there aren't too many people who could say that. So I think go out from here, really enjoy your careers, whatever they are. Don't be afraid to knock on doors and ask people for help. Work out where you want to get to and just plan that track and find the people who can help you do it. But you will already now in your networks have many of those people you will need, both from the staff and your fellow graduates. So use that network. You're now part of the London School family, and you will always be part of the London School family. So really enjoy your day now and the rest of your careers. And thank you very much, everybody.
Congratulations once again, Professor Hemingway, and thank you for those inspiring words. It is now my pleasure to introduce Professor Rosanna Peeling to deliver a citation for Dr. Machitizo Moretti. Professor Peeling.
Dame Marjorie, I present to you Dr. Machitizo Rebecca Moretti. Dr. Moretti was recently elected as WHO Regional Director for Africa and is the first woman to hold this post. She's also an alumnus of the school. She has been hailed as a public health leader who could transform WHO's regional office into the type of institution that Africa and the world need. Dr. Moretti, who was born in South Africa, qualified in medicine at the Royal Free Hospital School of Medicine, University of London in 1978. She completed an MSc in Community Health for Developing Countries at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine in 1986. We're delighted to have this opportunity to recognize her outstanding achievements and contributions to public and global health. Dr. Moretti is a public health veteran with more than 35 years of national and international experience in public and global health. She joined the WHO Regional Office for Africa in 1999 and has held several senior positions in the organization, including Deputy Regional Director, Assistant Regional Director, Director of Non-Communicable Diseases, WHO Representative to Malawi, and coordinator of the inter-country support team for East and Southern Africa. At the height of the HIV/AIDS epidemic, Dr. Moretti led the WHO Regional Office for Africa's effort to scale up antiretroviral treatment in the context of the 3x5 initiative, including establishing a regional HIV laboratory network. This resulted in a significant increase in the number of HIV-positive individuals in Africa who were able to receive the treatment that they needed. Dr. Moretti's area of expertise covers a vast range of health sectors, including communicable and non-communicable diseases, immunization, maternal and child health, and health system strengthening, as well as building partnerships for health and improving the effectiveness of WHO country offices. As WHO representative in Malawi in 2005 to 2007, she led the WHO country team in their task of supporting Malawi's government and developing partners to strengthen the management of the country's health sector. Dr. Moretti also successfully spearheaded the development of WHO regional strategies for public health priority areas, including communicable and non-communicable diseases, immunization, maternal and child health, and health system strengthening. She has directly, through her supervisory role, supported countries to develop strategies to address health priorities by combining homegrown solutions with adaptations of international best practice. Prior to joining WHO, Dr. Moretti worked with UNAIDS as team leader of the Africa and Middle Eastern desk in Geneva, with UNICEF as a regional advisor, and with Botswana's Ministry of Health in various capacities. Dame Marjorie, I request you to confer the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine's most prestigious honor, that of Honorary Fellow, upon Dr. Matshidiso Rebecca Moretti.
We'll have time. They are lovely. Thank you. So, Dr. Sidi Moretti, it gives me great pleasure as the chairman of the council to confer upon you the honorary fellowship of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Thank you.
Fellow graduates of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, faculty and leaders of this great institution, I came to the London School of Hygiene by default. I wanted to be a pediatrician, and I applied to the medical school in Zimbabwe from my country, Botswana, and I was told it was around independence time that we only have space for our people. So I decided, because I had a 2-year-old child, that, well, I may as well do something that's quick then and get another degree. However, I had worked in a district hospital in Botswana and had managed the tuberculosis program, and that had been my introduction to public health. I had carried out field visits out into the villages in the southwestern part of Botswana, including in the Kalahari Desert, and understood that there were some people whose access to basic health services was not the same as those in Gaborone, the capital city. So when I flew to London in August 1986, and I cried all the way in the plane because I was leaving behind in Gaborone my 2.5-year-old child, and had my neighbor striving to comfort me, give me water, hankies, and in the end give up and fall asleep. I knew that I was making a big sacrifice, asking my child, my family, to allow me to leave them and be away for a year, but I was joining a fraternity and coming to work on something of tremendous importance. I didn't realize then that I would have the privilege of ending up as the regional director of WHO in Africa. So I thank the London School for this great honor and say that I'm a leader of a very large team. And I think what you have proffered on me today is your recognition of the work of all of my colleagues in WHO in the African region, at the regional office in Brazzaville, in 47 country offices around sub-Saharan African countries. And I hope that some of you in the work that you are doing have come across some of them and recognize that WHO is working, WHO is reforming, and I am striving to make of this organization an institution that is fit for purpose, of which we can all be proud. And what an exciting time it is to be working in public health and in global health. There is so much innovation and knowledge being generated every day. And in WHO, we see it as our responsibility to make sure that that statistic that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation often quotes, that it takes African countries 10 years to translate a new product or technology into services for people, will become more and more shortened. This is part of my ambition, and I'm working with my team to help countries to develop the policies, the strategies, mobilize the resources, and get services out there to the last person in the most remote district so that we benefit from all this knowledge that is being generated every day. And secondly, due to many reasons, partly due to the huge threat and tragedy of the Ebola outbreak, we have seen global health rise up again in the international development agenda. Politicians are talking about global health today. All of us recognize that health security is part of national security, and we see national leaders taking note, including presidents in Africa having established an Africa CDC. I see it as part of my responsibility, and I urge all of you to join me in ensuring that this recognition by our leaders is translated into resources, is translated into action, is translated into demand for results from their ministers of health, from all of us, from the scientific community, so that we all strive to do our best to make sure that the most humble, poorest families in the most remote villages all over the world, particularly in Africa, are protected and are prevented from illness and diseases due to infectious diseases. I'm so thrilled to see all the women in this room today. It was not the same. It was not the same when I was one of the inhabitants of room 14 at the London School of Hygiene, believe you me. So global health is increasingly going to be in your hands, ladies, in our hands, collectively. And as I said, when I had to leave my child behind, I cried the whole way from Joburg to London, and I couldn't sleep for a week afterwards from guilt, having left my child behind. I hope your being here means that women's opportunities to study and to take up positions, to take up leadership positions, have been improved. And I urge that we all work to ensure that young women like yourselves, older women with families, are able to exploit all their potential, are able to combine their professional lives with their family responsibilities and have fabulous careers and reach the pinnacle of the systems in the world. I'll finish by saying what inspires me. Every day when I do my work, I try to make sure that it will result in improving the health and life of somebody. And that somebody for me is a 10-year-old girl in a remote African village running around, possibly barefoot, without perhaps too much of a chance to get an education, with every chance of being married off early, of working at home to look after younger ones, of being hit, of being raped, and of growing into a submissive woman whose potential has not been realized. And I try to make sure that everything I do reaches the most remote parts of a continent in which it's a challenge to work. So my words of encouragement to you will be, have that vision. I think let us collectively agree that today we live in a world where inequities are being exacerbated, unfortunately. And equity is part of what is being discussed even in the wealthiest countries, sometimes underpinned by ideology which may not ensure that we work towards ensuring that health as a human right is achieved by everyone. Learn every day, and don't be too afraid to ask those difficult questions that might make you look a bit naive and stupid. It's the only way that you get to learn. Support those who work under you. I've had the privilege of working in UNICEF in an all-women team, and that was one of the most exciting periods of my life, and I have learned that the most rewarding way to work with others is to support and mentor those who are your juniors and make sure that in the end they shine and they do better than you. I wish you all the best in the most exciting careers that you are going to have in the future. Let us combine our voices and work towards health as a human right to the most underprivileged people in the world. And I thank you for this honor.
Congratulations again, Dr. Moretti, and thank you for that inspiring address. I also have strong memories of Room 14, and in fact, I think I was one of the teachers at that time, and I think since then, both of us have seen a revolution in the school with the proportion of women in both the student as well as the staff body. So, ladies and gentlemen, the rite of passage that celebrates the academic achievements of this amazing group of students and underlines their transformation to alumni is drawing to a close. The mission of our school is to improve health and health equity in the UK and worldwide, working in partnership to achieve excellence in public and global health research, education, and translation of knowledge to policy and practice. A particularly important part of the way that mission is realised and lives on is through the work, passion, and integrity of our school's alumni, sometimes in high-profile roles, other times in less visible but still vital ways, sometimes in overtly public health or global health contexts, other times in less obviously connected contexts. Each person whose academic achievements have been celebrated here today will find a different path onwards from studying at our school, and will find different ways to contribute to the world. You will benefit from the formal and informal learning you have had during your time at the school, and also from the social and interpersonal learning within our vibrant and diverse community. During your time here, you will have started building and strengthening your personal and professional networks. You must continue to nurture these as you develop your careers. Please support one another to continue to use your expertise with passion and integrity to make a difference in the world. And do please keep in touch with us. We love to hear what our alumni do after they leave, and we hope to see at least some of you back at the school in the future or joining our worldwide online learning community, pursuing further study as part of your continuing professional development. It is now my pleasure to close the ceremony by inviting you all back to Keppel Street for a reception with light refreshments. Please ensure you bring your coloured reception ticket back to Keppel Street. Your reception location is indicated on this and you will need it to gain entrance. The receptions will run until 2:30 and there will be staff on hand to direct you. Thank you for coming to share in today's celebrations. Please stand for the academic recession.